Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do, well, I've always heard the eye called the heroin chic eyeshadow look, so that's what I'm going to be showing you guys how to do today. So first, since even though I have very short hair, it always falls in my face, I'm going to pull it back. And so this is actually a new eyeshadow that I learned how to do. And so let's try it out. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my primer. I have the just basic Ulta primer. I got it in a kit for my birthday, so even though it's not like a big name brand primer, it's actually really good, and I like the primers that feel like silicone-y. If you don't, then you're not going to like this because it's very silicone feeling. So after that, I start doing my color correcting. So I have very, very, very dark circles. So I'm going to counteract that with red. And I'm using my MAC base to do that. I also use this as a lip color because it's just a very pretty red. And I'm just going to put that everywhere that it's needed. So I didn't know why these eyes were called heroin chic. My friend told me about them today actually, and I tried it on her, and I'm actually pretty good at them. But they're called that because the colors that you use give the effect of, well, they don't really give the effect, but it's kind of supposed to be similar to how your eyes would look if you used heroin. So right now I know I look like I have the plague. So I'm going to go in with my beauty blender. Well, it's not technically a beauty blender. I have an off-brand one, but it works the same. And I'm going to start to blend the red out. So now that I softened the red up, I am going to further hide it by using my foundation and my normal cover-up. So I am using the Wet n Wild Cover-All foundation in the shade Light. It's 816 in Fair or Light. So I'm going to put a small amount on my hand. Take my blending sponge and just put it on like I would normally. If I was going out and I was keeping this on like all day or for a really long period of time, I would mix lotion into my foundation because it will moisturize and do the foundation thing on your skin, and I feel like it keeps it looking, it makes your foundation look like skin, not like you have like a pancake sitting on your face. It just gives it a really nice effect, but since I'm only doing this for a video and then it is going right back off, I'm going to skip that step today. If you guys feel like trying it out though, go ahead. When you would put it on your hand, that's when you would mix in a little bit of lotion with it. So after foundation, I'm going to do a little bit of cover up. And so what I use for cover up is technically an eyeshadow base, and I get it from this Mally palette. I got this from my niece. I don't really know where she got it from, but it works fairly well as a both a primer and a concealer. So I kind of use it as both. And I know my lighting is off, so I'm going to come a little closer to show you that the red is in fact gone. See? So now that we're back to looking human and not like we have the plague, we can start on the actual eyeshadow. And also, I only did a red color correcting to fix my dark circles, but if you have red spots, you can use green. That's another thing that some of you may want to do. I'm not going to do that because I didn't need to at the moment. And also, again, I'm taking this off right after the video. So, to start my eyes, I am going to go into my BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. And to first start the look, I'm going to take a small compact brush, and I'm going to go in to this shade right here. And I'm just going to put that all over the eye. Honestly, don't worry about being super neat or anything, because these eyes are not, they're not a neat thing, honestly. And after that, you're just going to do the same thing to the other side, taking that same shade. So after that, what you're going to do is, again, into that same shade, and I would still use the compact brush here, and you're going to take it under your eyes, but instead of just right along your lower waterline, you're going to want it like that, just a little bit further down. These eyes are very, very grungy looking. Alright, and after that, you're going to want to take a fluffier brush to blend it out. I am going to use my Ulta crease brush and blend out under my eyes and make that look less horrible, and blend out the lid. So after that, going back into the Carly Bible palette, we are going to take this very deep red shade right here. And again, this just goes all over our lid. But you're going to want to take this a little bit higher on the crease. and just start packing it. A lot of people say that you shouldn't wear red eyeshadow with blue eyes, but personally, I love how red eyeshadow looks on my eyes. I don't know why, it just does something that I just love. And again, just do the same thing to the other side. Okay, and after that, I'm going to go into this. It's called a smoky palette, and it's by Profusion. I got this from Five and Below, so it's very affordable. I literally paid $5 for this. And I'm going to go into this red color right here. And I'm again using the Ulta crease brush and just packing that. I don't know why, I always do this thing when I'm concentrating doing my makeup. I open my mouth when I'm doing my eyes. Like, no, stop, shut your mouth, that's not gonna help you. So, I know my lighting is not the best right now, so I'm going to try to use the light from my phone to show you this a little bit better. So, these are the eyes. They're very, I don't know, kind of bruised looking, I kind of want to say. But they're not super, like, you know, you got punched in the face. Now, you're going to want to take a shadow brush. I am using my e.l.f. shadow brush. And going back into that Profusion palette, I'm going to take the black. I always use this black over any other black that I have because it's going to sound crazy because, you know, you think black shadow, they're all the same. This is like crazy, crazy dark black. Like, it works better than any other black eyeshadow I have. And I'm just going to take this right above my eyelashes. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. So after that, what I always do is I go back in with my concealer and I fix any mistakes that I may have made. So I'm using that Mally base again to do this. And right on my under eye, I'm just going to tap that. To fix up my mistakes. So this is definitely a look you can do with winged liner. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. black liquid liner and do my wing. So when I do winged liner, I first start by when I take out the wand or the applicator, whatever you want to call it, I brush off the excess eyeliner back into the bottle so it's not too hard to control. And I start from my inner corner and go out. And then from this end, what I do is I make a line coming off of it and then do like a triangle. Now I just gotta wait for this to dry. So I went ahead and finished my wings and did my mascara and brows off camera. So now that I'm back, I'm going to do contour. So I'm using my contour palette, my NYX contour palette, and when I do my contour, I use this shade right here because, I don't know, whenever I use a really warm shade, I look like I played in the mud. But if I use a super cold shade, it turns almost gray on me. And I'm sorry, I meant cool shade, not cold shade, but it will end up looking like gray on me. So I'm kind of in between. Like I have to use a bit of an in between shade. So how I contour is, so if you like suck your cheeks in, everyone has like this little almost like circular type shape right here. So I start right there to apply my contour. I suck my cheeks in and I do this. And I blend that out in circular motions. So when you're doing your contour, you don't want right here to be super dark. You want the darkest area to be up here, and again, you don't want that super dark. So you want to make sure it's evenly blended, and I went ahead and did the other side, again, off camera to save time because this video might end up being like 2 hours long. So after contour, I don't normally contour my nose. You can do that if you want to. I'm going to do it for this video just for the point of showing people how. So I'm going to go in with that same color, and when I contour my nose, I just go right here on both sides. Please excuse the phone ringing in the background. My mom is on the phone. Someone called her. She's in the other room. Also excuse any coughing. That is also her. Bit noisy today. So, and that's pretty much what you would do. So after contour, we get to do the fun part, highlighting. So I'm going to go back into the Carly Bible palette, and I'm going to use this contour right here. Gonna get a good amount on my brush, and when I do my highlight, the way I was taught to do it is smile, and right here you put highlight. I keep wanting to say contour on both sides, on the bridge of your nose, and right above your mouth. Also, if you want to, you can also put a little bit of highlight right here, right on your brow bone. Honestly, I love how that looks, especially after you do your eyebrows. I think it just gives like that nice little pop. I love these highlights. So after highlight, what you do is your lips. And for lips, I'm going with a nude shade. I am using these. They are by Makeup Revolution in the shade Noble, and it is their lip kit, so the liquid lipstick and the lip liner. My friend also has this, and she told me it is a dupe for the Kat Von D shade Loira. I'm not entirely sure because I have never tried that shade myself, but that is from her. Now, you don't want to overline your lips because when you're doing things throughout your day, like eating, drinking, talking, when your lip color starts to fade, if you don't have your lipstick with you to touch it up, you will be left with the ring of whatever color your lip liner was on your skin. So you want to make sure that it's actually on your lips. So a little thing about the Makeup Revolution liquid lipsticks is even though they're very affordable, I think for the lip liner and the lipstick, I think I paid $4. These things are budge proof. And when I say budge proof, I mean like they're not going anywhere. I can put this on at 6 in the morning for school and come home at 2:15 in the afternoon and it is still on and still looking great. Also, all the products that you see me use today, besides MAC and Makeup Revolution, are cruelty-free. MAC and Makeup Revolution are kind of a gray area because even though they don't test on animals themselves, if they sell to a country that it's mandatory to do that, that's the only time it's allowed, so they're a bit of a gray area. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and feel free to subscribe, like this video, and share it because it would really help me out, and subscribe to my channel.